Jared from Impact 90, and today we're going to be doing a brief overview of the backend section of Squarespace. So, most times when you're in your Squarespace site, you're probably used to seeing it um, kind of like this. This is what people would normally see if they come to your site, but you're going to click this little arrow. This arrow allows you to see the exterior and then the interior or the back end view. So we're gonna just kind of go over the basics of what all these are about and what you're probably gonna need as you look to update your site. One of the first things I want to mention is this little line right here. If you click on it, it will allow you to see the tablet, the smartphone, tablet, and desktop views. This is important when you are developing anything, when you're designing anything. I always go, before I'm done, I always develop in desktop. So in this view that we're currently in, but before I finish whatever I'm doing, I always check out to see what it looks like on the smartphone, because sometimes things can look different and the spacing can be off, and it's really important for you to know that and then be able to correct. So that's a probably good starting place. Um, we're just gonna go. I'm briefly gonna just talk about what each one of these is. We'll jump in for a second. We'll jump out, and in other videos, I will go more in depth about each one of these. So pages. This is going to have all your pages right now. This is the welcome or the home page, which is this long flowing index page. We have links. This is a link. So this contact here is a dead link. And we will go into this more in depth in other videos. Actually, in the next video, we're going to go into this more. But this is really where you start to add stuff. This is where you can add photos, add text, add video. This is where you add everything onto the site. Design, just as it sounds, this is where you will play around with your template. This is the Sophia template. We just started it. If you want to change your template, this is where you will change your site style, so your color, your fonts, however that looks. Logo and title. You could add title name here, and you see how it in live time went up there. I'm going to leave it blank. I'm going to leave it the way it was. You can add up your image to replace your site title if you want a logo. You can add your favicon, which many people don't have. This is a tip. If you see someone with a black box, it means they have a Squarespace and they have not gotten their favicon up. So they have not been doing their homework. That is the logo and title. And this is all within design. I'm not actually even going to go into commerce because there's nothing there, because we haven't sold anything. I lied. We'll click into it. But you'll see that the orders is going to be nothing. If you're going to be setting up e-commerce, there will be other videos strictly dedicated to that, but most of my clients aren't doing e-commerce right now. So e-commerce marketing, this is a lot more with LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, ads, and how you would tie them in. So I'm not going to go in there. Scheduling is very similar to Calendly. So it's a digital schedule, digital calendar. So, if somebody wants to book time with you, they can go in, leave their name, their number, and their email, click, 3 to 4 on a Thursday, and it will save. Analytics is cool, so we're going to just check that out briefly. We obviously aren't selling anything, so we have 0 sales. If you were selling something, it would give you a lot of the analytics right here. It would show you the traffic, people, what pages they're going to, etc., etc. Geography, there would normally be a map. It would tell you exactly where people are logging into, where they're checking you out from. So if you're trying to, get into a new market, you're in London and you want to get more into Dublin in Ireland, this is where you'd be able to see that. If you're in New York and you want to start selling more to the south and you want to get into Georgia and South Carolina, this is where you would check that out, and you'd be able to see in real time where people are visiting you from. Settings, this is kind of like, think of the settings in your phone. If you have an iPhone or if you have an Android, either way, this is kind of the real back end of the back end. Language and region. This is where you connect your Facebook, your Instagram, and your social links. This is where you can add domains. So say you have, Jeff's Cookies, jeffsbakery.com, and you want to also have Jeff's Cookies. This is where you can buy Jeff's Cookies and link it. This is also where you connect your email and your G Suite. This is where you can update your billing and accounting if you change a credit card or you want to use a different card to pay for Squarespace. And then help is just, if you need any support, Squarespace support is amazing. They have a live chat during their office hours during the week, and this is just there for you. There's videos, there's just so much. So anything with Squarespace, you're going to be able to find the answer. That's really all I want to touch on right now. I will say that with most of my clients, when they go to do updating on their websites, they really stay with pages, design, and settings. That's really where they live, and they'll check out analytics kind of to see what's going on, where people are coming from, who's visiting, what pages get the most views, etc. But for the most part, pages, design, and settings is really the really what you're going to need to be able to update your site. The other great thing is, and I think you've already noticed, but everything's on the internet. So you always log into Squarespace through squarespace.com, and then you'll click into your account. But it's great. It's all saved up in the cloud, and it's all there. And so yeah, in the next video, we're going to look deeper into pages, and we're going to talk about all the different sections of pages and how we can start to build out the building blocks of a website. So we'll see you there. Thanks.